Kino Casino is a mere house of cards. It's been pulled out. It's over.
My God.
This is the first ever failure of the
Whoa,
show.
and maybe Nick was right.
Maybe Nick was right. Maybe you don't get into DMs with the ego.
Wait,
Can you hear me?
There we go. Oh, there's a
we can
God.
hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever female to walk through the doors besides our lovely hostess, Carolina, is here. Can we call you Daisy? And she's on cam. There we go. It's a real... There we go. I'm going to actually move this so we can all see her. There she is. Daisy, how are you? And now we can't hear you. Hello? Fix your mic there, Daisy. You can see her, right?
I can see her.
All right. Well, we could see her. We could just... No, we heard you for a second. Fix your... yeah.
Wait. Can you hear me now?
There it is.
We can hear you.
Bro, I'm sweating here at the Kino.
I literally have to push a button the entire... I've never used Discord. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm a woman. We're not used to this stuff.
Whoa, buddy. Daisy.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah, sorry. If in your voice and video, there's a push to talk button that you could turn off. You have to uncheck that. And then
Well, no, I had to check that to be able to talk, period. So...
Well, you're fine, though. You could do it, right?
I'm scared because what if I, like, fuck it up?
Well, I mean, we're not going to be shocked. I mean, you're a woman, right? Isn't that what they say as the American first
Well, I don't want to
people?
go through... I would rather just sit here with my thumb on the phone for an hour than, like, have to go through that bullshit.
Excellent. Fair enough.
All right.
All right. Interview's begun. Thank you. Everyone, welcome. Daisy is your name, we could just say?
Yeah.
All right. So we just showed the people Nick having what we would call a mental breakdown. That your finger slipped.
You're gonna have to. This is tough.
Okay, Daisy, just go, just turn off that push to talk. Just do it. We'll give you a minute
Please.
for that. Please. We have faith in you that you could do this.
All right, give me like 2 seconds.
Okay. We're gonna set up some of the questions here.
You know what? If the 19th Amendment had been repealed, we wouldn't be dealing with this shit.
You see?
Oh. This is some apex pick-me behavior, I'll tell you that right now. Anyway.
Yeah, she is. Okay, so
Nick would be, if Nick were really about his life, he would be here doing this shit for me, and I wouldn't be having to like deal with this.
Whoa! So are you calling him a fake conservative?
No, I'm not calling him a fake conservative. I'm just saying he's not my husband, so he's not here to like fix my computer shit for me.
Whoa! Okay, so you are what we would call here a trad woman.
100%.
Okay, so I have a question from the audience that was sent earlier, saying, question for our guest. You may have been turned down by the homosexual Mexican child leader of the white race, but if you're still on the market for a white Christian with traditional values, Andy will give you my Twitter. So if you are looking for a Christian white male, a traditional male, I have some buddies. They're all trad and all that, and they're looking for, right?
So I got a question for you. How do you feel now that Nick Fuentes has turned you down? How do you feel about that?
He didn't actually officially turn me down. Let me just say that much. If you listen,
that's a hard.
No,
poke.
if you listen to his stream the day before, I had super chatted him the day before, and he called me beautiful and perfect. So,
what? And then
you have to listen. You have to actually consistently listen to his stream. The day before, I sent super chats, and he literally was like, oh, she's like a trad cat. And I was a little extreme, I will say. I was a little pushy. I was like, oh, I'm gonna lay your suits out, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's kind of, I get that. That's kind of extreme. I was raised by like old people. I was raised by boomers. So I can see why, like, maybe my joke went over his head.
I'm pretty sure he was raised by boomers too. I mean,
yeah.
No, I would, my
I
like,
mean,
the
I
person,
gotta ask, like,
the
I'm trying
person
to
that
figure
I
out.
identify as my mother is 76.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how you get to the place in your life where you're asking out the Mexican child leader of the white race. Like, do you have a father figure in your life, or how is your relationship with your father?
I'm very lucky to have not only had a super amazing father, but I was, oh God, I mean, we could really get into this. I was adopted, actually, by my grandfather.
Okay. Yep.
So, like, I got even more traditional. You know, I saw what it really was to see chivalry.
Do you usually go for homosexual men, or?
Not gonna lie, you know what? Maybe, yeah, a little bit on accident.
whoa.
Whoa.
You know what?
Whoa.
I did like Lance Bass. Out of all of NSYNC, I like Lance Bass.
Okay.
So you like
okay,
the feminine male. You prefer someone who's a bit more what they would call dainty. Would you say that?
Generally, but actually, I would say that when I look at Nick, I really see a very strong figure. He seems mentally strong, not physically strong.
Oh, yeah, mentally. Okay.
Okay.
Oh God, my friends are literally, oh, they're roasting me. All right, Brandon.
No.
No. She's
No,
doing
I
good.
love it. I love it. You know
Well,
what?
No,
I
but
don't
tell me.
care.
So I gotta ask. So in real life, how many unsuccessful attempts at finding a boyfriend have you had? Like, how has your dating life been the last 5 years, to where you're now asking out Mexican child leaders, white race?
I will say that is like the first one ever. That's my first fail.
Whoa. How many boyfriends have you had?
I mean, I was just in a relationship for 8 years, and I'm only 28, so there's that.
You're 28. Do you drink at all, or do any drugs?
Nope.
Smoke weed?
Nope, not my thing.
Heroin?
Trad
Coke?
cath, very trad cath, very trad cath.
Okay, so you were in a relationship for 8 years. Do you think that maybe depression from breaking up in such a long relationship is what led you to Nick? Because let's be honest, most women wouldn't.
Do you want to be really honest?
Yeah, of course. This is
Do you really want to be honest?
only honesty here at the Kino Casino, please.
What I like is Nick's authenticity and his ability to say literally, like, fuck you. If you don't like what I have to say, ban me. Go for it. I like, and you know what? That might come off as effeminate in certain ways, but I think that's like the most masculine thing you can do, is just to say fuck the world.
I gotta ask you, did the Catboy Cammy stream make you jealous at all?
I refuse to watch it, and I don't like to think about it.
Why is that?
But
Why
you've
don't
heard
you
of
like
it.
to think about it?
I think it's taken out of context completely. I think everyone hates Nick Fuentes and they want him to look gay because they're like, oh, you know, he's a white supremacist. He's a piece of shit.
But
I
wasn't it
think
Nick's
it's
decision-
completely taken
But
out of
wasn't it-
context. I've
on.
looked into Cowboy.
Hold on.
talk?
How? No.
If I
Listen, how
can't
do you-
talk, then there's no point in me being.
Okay.
Listen, I gotta do a follow-up. I mean, how do you take a 10-hour date with a guy wearing Catboy ears who sucked black dildos out of contact?
All right, Jonah Hill. I don't know. Like,
Oh.
not like my fucking. Like, it's not like.
But I mean,
I didn't
the
see
follow-up
that.
would be like, how does dating Catboys help America first win the culture war?
I don't think hanging out with somebody means it's a date. Otherwise, I'd be a lesbian because I go on dates with women all the time, and I'm extremely anti-LGBTQ.
Wait, hang on. Like dates with women? You mean like friendship, hanging out?
Yeah, I go to the mall and we take pictures where I look at them like this. And, you know, we get sushi for hours on end. And you know what? I've actually even had a woman look at me almost naked where I said, does this look good on me? You know, that's like maybe like, you know, I don't think that's something that happened with Nick and that Catboy dude. But I also think that part of the Catboy thing was taken out of context. So I don't respect anybody that has anything to say about the whole Catboy whatever. Like, that's clearly taken out of context.
Then why don't you watch it and learn for yourself what the context was?
Because if you're scared to watch it, wouldn't that? Yeah. I
said I was scared. I did watch it. And it was
now you did watch it. Okay.
All right.
Typical woman. Typical woman.
Let me ask you
You're
this.
right. I'm a typical emotional woman, and I got a little mad, but then I was like, you know what? Now that I think about it, you know what? When I didn't watch the whole thing. I did not watch the whole thing. I watched parts. I watched the little segments.
Pick me
I watched. Shut up, Jonah Hill. I watched the parts where there actually were like eyes like on each other, and I was like, is this motherfucker a faggot? Like, I really want to know.
I mean, I just want to know, like, what mental illnesses have you been diagnosed with? And, like, follow up, what medications do you take regularly?
No. Wait, okay, I'll softball this. I
want to know, have you been officially, like, sponsored by Weight Watchers yet?
Absolutely.
He is, yeah.
I'm like the new
Oh, thank God.
Jared.
Can you give me your discount code? Give me your discount code, because I need it. Look at my...
The discount code is PeePeePee. Put it in there, and you can get your Subway sandwiches. I think you need them yourself there, sweetie.
Oh, wait, are you a child molester, too? Wait. Are you seriously getting endorsed by child molester? Oh, shit. Okay, I need to, like, hop off this Discord. I do not want to be associated with child molesters. If you want to, like, do that, like, I'm gonna have to hop off here. Like, I'm serious.
Listen.
I'm so serious. Are you seriously? Like, is that a serious endorsement?
No,
because I cannot be on
He seems pretty emotional today.
It was a joke.
You know?
It was a joke. Okay, let's just everyone like hang on.
Not joke about child molestation.
He said Subway.
I did not agree to be on it. I did not agree to be on a
talk about
somebody who endorses child
molestation. I still didn't get an answer as to what mental illness you've been diagnosed with in your life. I'm sure there's a litany of them, right? Is it borderline or?
No, it's just general major depressive disorder that I take 10 milligrams of Prozac every day.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I was right.
Let's
nail.
Okay, I want to ask you a question here. Things are getting a little bit heated, which is fine. That's what the show is about. But I want to ask you, was your heart broken by his enraged response to asking you out?
Not one bit, because I know that the context that I said it was kind of out of line. Because I mentioned it, I actually have this posted to my personal Facebook, and I will post it to my, I won't, talk about my personal Facebook, but I will post it to my personal Twitter, where he complimented me. So, no, I was not offended at all.
Okay, so are you probably going to still pursue your exploits with Mr. Fuentes himself? Would you marry him?
I'm not gonna like seriously be some crazy fangirl. Like, no. I'm just like, I think he's really awesome, and I would like to be his friend. Like, I would like to be involved in his personal life and help him involved in the movement. That's really all I meant by the comment.
You think you still have a chance with him, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to be cocky and say, oh, I think I'm pretty enough to be with Nick Fuentes. No, I don't. But I think he's a really cool person, and I would like to. I hope if you look at the if you look at the super chats on cozy.tv, you will see that he mentions my real name, which I am not going to say here.
Fine.
That I mentioned, I'll see you at. I'm going to AFPAC. I'll see him at AFPAC.
Oh, I see what's going to happen
You'll see him
there.
at AFPAC. Do you think that you'll get in the private room, or is Jaden more likely to be in the private sex room?
I mean, I paid to be in the private room. I've already paid. Like I
Oh.
don't.
Whoa! How much is it to go to the private room?
$200, pretty cheap.
Oh, it's, okay. Are you at all worried about how he's being subpoenaed by the feds and that your info might get turned over to the feds and might end up on a watch list or some shit like that?
No, because just as Nick is brave, I think it's important that everybody that holds our beliefs needs to stand strong. And I'm not gonna turn down. I was at January 6th. I saw Baked Alaska. I was there. I saw the entire thing. I'm not gonna lie.
I maybe wouldn't admit that you were at
Hang
January
on.
6th. I don't know about that.
You weren't inside, though.
I was not inside, no. I left whenever I saw the tanks coming down, and I
I'd like
left.
to feel a dick inside me.
But there
I
was-
pussed out.
Oh, you pushed out. So you were
I
not.
thought we were supposed to stand firm.
I mean, I didn't go inside, but
You were thinking about it.
I'm not gonna actually continue to talk about exactly what happened.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Because you potentially committed criminal acts. Maybe not a good idea.
No,
to
because
bring that up on
I
live
know
stream.
actually Jonah Hill. No, I didn't actually destroy any property, and I did not personally break any barriers. So I have no criminal history. I am on camera doing what I did. I've already been contacted.
Well, what did you do? You were contacted.
By the feds?
What did you?
All right, I have a question for you. We'll get off that topic there. You as a female, right? So we've watched many clips of Nick talking about his thoughts on females and how they're beneath men, shouldn't be able to vote, how they're, shouldn't. He actually said, I'm pretty sure he said something along the lines of he wishes it was like Afghanistan or something. You know what I mean? Like, now you as a female, do you agree with these beliefs, or do you think that he might be being a little bit crazy about women and how little rights they should actually have?
I think for the most part he's right. And if we were to pretend that I was like his wife or something and he was saying that, and he said, oh, we should be like Taliban, I would look over at him and I'd say, honey, and I'd slap him in the face. Like, no, not the Taliban. But, I think that women have been anything but a net negative issue in society as far as a whole. No, I'm sorry. I stand firm. I don't believe that women have done anything as a net positive. I think anything women have given to society, men could have given, and they could have given it better.
Well, the pick-me energy is high. I just have one question. How does it feel? You said you're 28 now. Your fertility window is closing. How does it feel to be getting up there in age and potentially, you may not have kids?
Well, I don't need to disclose my child, first of all, my fertility issues to you to begin with. So let's start with that. And okay. I think if you had any actual knowledge of what the window of a woman having kids was, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying. So you can say what you're clear, dude. If you want to get laid, I have friends that would fuck you. I know you look like Jonah Hill, but I promise you, I know liberals that would fuck you.
I know. I see them all the time. Now, look,
I don't think you do though, dude. I don't think you do. I'm so sorry. I don't think you do see that.
Are you holding out
Because
for
you're
Nick?
taking this out
Hold
on
on.
me. All I'm saying is that I support Nick Fuentes,
Hold on,
and you are attacking me. Like, you are so pathetic.
Hold on, lady. Are you holding out for Nick Fuentes to be the father of your child, or would you settle for Baked Alaska?
I would not settle for Baked Alaska.
Ooh.
Why is that?
Why not?
Ooh.
He's not as hot.
Oh, Yoba's crushed.
Yoba.
It's not the year of Baked Alaska.
Do you have any friends who would smash Baked Alaska, though?
I don't have any conservative friends, actually. I'm the only conservative person in my circle.
Really?
I used to be a liberal.
Oh, and did Nick
What a
change you?
shock.
Did Nick change you?
Starting a business and planning a family made me change my decisions.
Fair enough. That is a fair choice there.
Thank you, not Jonah Hill.
I mean, I'll take that.
You have any other material, or is it just the Jonah Hill?
Hey, Jonah Hill,
line?
why not you shut the fuck up, dude?
Women once again.
You have
brave,
nothing.
so
You have
funny.
nothing positive to add to the interview. Like, why? Like, I was invited to do something, and like the only person that's doing anything is like not you.
I don't know. I think I'm doing plenty in this interview. I think the audience is loving it. To be honest, I'm enjoying it.
It is a lit interview, I must say.
Actually, you know what? I'll give you that. Maybe if you know what? I think it's because whenever I talk to you, I put the phone in my face. So like maybe like for audience views, keep doing it. Keep going. Ask me another saucy question.
Are you putting the phone in your face because your eggs are rotten, or is there some other reason?
Hey,
okay. I'm not 40 yet. My eggs aren't rotten until I'm like 40.
I mean, you look 40, right?
Okay.
Like, let's be honest. Like, you have a drug habit, right?
I guess the audience can tell me if I look 40.
Press 1, chat, if she looks 40.
Place your
Press
bets.
2 if she looks 28 or younger.
Okay, so you had no problem at all with Nick denying you at all, and you're still an America First woman. Like you would say, you would call yourself that. Now, what do you think about Nick Fuentes and all the guys deciding that being an incel and not being with women is like, you know what I mean? Like that, because for conservatism, you want to have a wife and some kids and start a family the way you want to, but he keeps preaching, I would say, as a majority of his talking points about how you should not talk to women, you should not have sex with them, you should only hang out with the boys, slap each other. All right, go ahead. Oh, your mic turned off.
I want to let you finish.
Oh, okay, yeah. And all his talking points are basically hang out with the boys, screw the women, not literally, like screw them, like throw them aside. So don't you feel as if Nick Fuentes pushing the incel mindset is negative for conservatism for someone who's trying to spread the white genes and the white race?
Okay, so first of all, I am so annoyed when everyone says incel. The incel means involuntary celibate. Nick Fuentes is very clearly a volcel, not an incel.
Well, he says that that's not true and that he is an incel, right?
Jonah Hill, shut up and get out. Like, I'm talking to the dude with the bow tie.
Well, no, I'm just telling
I'm
the
trying
truth,
to have
right?
like a serious conversation. Like,
no,
why
I
can't
mean, I'm just, well, no,
like,
I mean,
I'm just gonna hang up. I'm gonna hang up. If you cannot just like.
Oh no, that would be a tragedy.
No, hang on. Okay, hang on. Just let her answer the question. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
like,
Daisy.
Why can't I can't even talk.
Why did your 8-year relationship end, by the way?
There is a difference between an incel and a volcel.
Okay, but he does preach the incel behavior or the incel mindset, I suppose.
That's the most hypocritical thing he does. Because he is not an incel. If Nick Fuentes wanted to get laid, all he would have to do is snap his fucking fingers
and DM
and
you.
he would get laid.
Maybe that's because he's gay, right? That he's not with women? An explanation that makes sense, or?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm a tranny. I guess I'm not a real woman.
Nobody said that. You're the only one that said
Oh,
that.
dude, I would love. Let's get into the topic of trannies. I would love to get into this topic. Oh my god, I will make sure I will get banned on every platform for talking about my ideas about trannies.
Okay. Are they so radically different from other people's opinions?
I mean,
what is your hot take? Like,
there is no hot.
bad?
I don't think it's a hot take, except that obviously trans women are men.
Okay.
I think like Steven Crowder
Let's
would say
talk
that.
about that. There's nothing hot about it. There's nothing hot about it.
It's a sizzling hot take, sweetheart. It's sizzling hot. Oh, fuck.
I love how you tried to call me sweetheart when you're trying to like denigrate like Nick Fuentes as some misogynist, and you're trying to play this like Jonah Hill.
I don't have any problem with his misogyny. I have a problem with his retarded incel takes. I mean, I think that
he's not an incel. He's not an incel.
I have to use the bathroom.
He says
pardon
that
me,
he
okay?
himself is an incel, right? Like,
he can claim to be an incel all day long, but he's very clearly a volcel, and that is a different thing.
He claims to be like asexual, and so therefore he's an incel. He had no control over it. That's his take.
Do you not know what incel means?
Well, I mean, either Nick doesn't know what it means, or you don't know what it means. But I mean,
I know what it means, and Nick clearly doesn't know what it means. It actually aggravates me when Nick says the word.
Okay, so we have some common ground on this, right? Because it aggravates me when the leader of the right wing in America is calling himself an incel. Like, do you think that appeals to Heartland voters? Like, do you think he
is not an incel. He is a volcel.
But he says he's an incel, right? And the average person associates being an incel with, like, terrorism, with, like, Alec Manassian, like, van attacks, and Elliot Rodger. But when the leader of, like, American resistance...
I'm sorry, I'm not like a North American terrorist. I don't actually know who either of those people are. I'm going to be honest, I don't know who those people are.
I mean, you're just ignorant then. I mean, if you don't know who Elliot Rodger or Alec Manassian
are,
I don't really know why
you know what?
Opening your mouth on, like, political
I agree.
affairs.
And you know what? I'm ignorant, and I would love if you would tell me who they are. Please.
Well,
I would like for you to actually do that live. I want you to tell me who they are. I'm not meaning that in any demeaning way. I genuinely mean, who are they?
I mean, Elliot Rodger was an incel terrorist who, like, killed 2 fucking women because he couldn't get laid and he was a psycho. Alec Manassian did a van terrorist attack in Toronto, Ontario, Canada because he was an incel. So the average person's perception of incel, they think terrorist.
I can actually like somebody as long as they give me education. If you are going to educate me and not just insult me, like, I will accept that. I love that. I want to hear what I want to know that.
I'm glad that you're accepting my framework now. I'm enjoying this.
I feel like you two are bonding.
We're bonding. Now, does Nick's
we're bonding. We're BFFs.
Mm-hmm.
Does Nick's height bother you at all, or?
Wait, I don't even know it. Dude, I don't even know his height. This is going to be funny, because I'm 5'7.5".
Oh, shit, you're taller than him.
Whoa.
Shit, would you date a guy who's shorter than you? What'd you say?
Oh, your mic.
Okay, yeah, I have to do the push to talk. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think it's because of my European genes. I'm just so tall. I'm half Native American.
Okay.
Yeah.
And half European. So I can't tell. I mean, I guess my tallness.
you're a good fit for Nick's genetic line. I mean, he's like a Castizo, like he's got that Aztec Jaguar blood, he says. So I mean, you're a good fit for his genetic line.
You know what's funny is that's exactly the thing. Me and Nick are like ethnically identical, except I have a little more European than he. Actually, wait, no. Fuck, I'm wrong. God damn it.
You're actually more European than
Yeah, I'd agree.
No.
You're right.
No. If I were to submit okay, the worst thing I will say about me is I trusted Ancestry DNA. I am 37% Native American, so I am a little bit more. I'm a little bit more indigenous than Nick, so I do have to admit that. And he also did say he would never date a girl with brown eyes, and I have very brown eyes.
He did say that. Yes.
We talked about that on the show a couple weeks ago. You think
You know what? I will say that was hurtful. That was hurtful.
So he seethes for 16 minutes about why would you ask him out on a date. He hates women. He says he could only hang out with men, or you should only hang out with men.
That's out of context. That's out of context.
And that he hates women with brown eyes, and that's race mixing if you were to bang a girl with brown eyes, right?
No, he did not say that.
Okay, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not going to bother arguing that with you. How does it feel, though, to be in a pro-white movement as a non-white person?
Because I don't believe our movement is about pro-white. I believe it is about pro-Western values. Mm-hmm. And I believe there is room for other cultures, so long as, everyone makes sure that I will say this. I'm going to be a little more liberal than Nick. He's very against race mixing. I believe so long as culturally you're okay, I believe race mixing is okay. But it has to be culturally sound. So if like a white person likes a black guy, or a black guy likes a white chick, and they share cultural values, like who cares? Like who cares about what color their skin is?
Well, Nick Fuentes does for some reason.
I think if you really sat him down and talked, I think he really wouldn't, because he'd look at his parents, and I think, first of all, you know what? Why don't we say, like, let's put like a right here.
Uh-huh.
And then after AFPAC 3, when I talk to him in person, and I'm going to be like, look, dude, I know you want to sleep with me.
There we go.
That's okay. So will you return back to Kino Casino and let us know if it works out?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Right.
So you're going to ask him, will you sleep with me? Is race mixing okay? And all that stuff, and bring it back to the casino.
First of all, let me just make it clear. As a traditional Catholic, I don't believe in marriage. I don't believe in marriage. I don't believe in sex before marriage. So we're not going to be like sleeping together.
But
I will.
Okay, how about this? What if he goes, listen, honey, I'm down to fuck right now at AFPAC. Would you do it?
I mean, it's Nick Fuentes. I don't know. I would have to really question my morals.
So you would?
I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't know. My morals mean a lot to me.
You had a few drinks, maybe smoked a little bit of hash or something. You're in the AFPAC.
I don't think they would have that at AFPAC. I don't think they're going to have that at AFPAC. This is 3 weeks away. I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay, but let's just say you had a few brews, all right? Maybe you drank a little, some beer, maybe a 40, the one that you're pounding right now. And he's like, and he comes out of the bathroom, out of the presidential AF penthouse bathroom, wearing only a towel.
Oh,
She said yes. See? No, you're unmuted. You're muted. You're muted.
You're muted. You gotta unmute yourself.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah. So he's.
No, I said that'd be gay as shit if he did that.
Whoa. Okay, one last one from me. You said that you don't believe in premarital sex, So in your last 8-year relationship, there was no premarital sex at all, or?
I didn't say I'm the perfect Catholic, but have I gone to confession? And do I pray the rosary every day? 100%. And the only thing I can say is that all I can say is anyone on earth can judge me, but...
Have you ever been with a black man?
No.
Never.
Wait!
Have you ever...
Wait, I'm trying to think about this, actually. There was that one NBA player.
No.
Okay, that's a joke. That's a joke.
No.
Wait.
I can't name...
Wait. Did you fuck an NBA player? Please tell me this is true. Oh my, yes. The answer was a fucking outstanding yes. Ladies and gentlemen.
Daisy, we love
Daisy,
you.
You were actually really good on the show. You were
great. You were great. You exceeded all expectations.
Come back. I want to hear all about it. I want to hear all about it, all right? Our show is about bringing people who might disagree, like Jonah Hill here and yourself, and battle each other and maybe find an understanding. And we now know that you dated an NBA. The answer is no,
I was totally joking. Jesus Christ.
All right. I mean, now you're reading the chat. That's why. No,
I can't even, dude, I couldn't even answer, like, talking to you. Really think I can see the chat?
Would there be
I can't see the chat.
Would there be anything wrong with you sleeping with a black man?
There would be nothing wrong. It just hasn't happened yet.
There it is.
Are you attracted to black men?
I mean, I'm attracted to people in general.
What about like Denzel Washington or Michael B. Jordan?
He's a good-looking guy. Denzel Washington is a good-looking guy. But I'm like, I don't look at somebody and say like, oh, look at that black guy. Look at that white guy. Oh, he's so hot. I don't know.
Right on, sister.
Excellent.
Well, we got to move on to the next segment.
But thank you so much.